Willy Morgan and the Curse of Bone Town. Hello guys, I'm SimUK. This is of course Willy Morgan and the Curse of Bone Town, and I'm really glad to have early access to this. A really fun little puzzler. I really quite like it. Perhaps it's not going to appeal to everybody, but I tell you what, if you're into this type of game, then yeah, this is going to be right up there with the very best. It's funny, it's really vibrant, it's good looking, it's clever. I like it, it's good. So I've already played the demo and the beta preview, so in both of those instances there was a lot of gameplay without any audio, let's say. So I was having to do the voices myself, and I just bought my brand new microphone and I was still trying to set it up properly, and the audio in that was awful. So we're going to have a proper go at it this time, right from the very start.
I did it! My research is finished at last. Tomorrow I'll submit it to the professor. It will be a big day. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Dad's disappearance, too. It's already been 10 years. Henry Morgan, the famous archaeologist, vanished under mysterious circumstances. This was the most recurring headline in the newspapers. I'm sorry, Dad. I tried really hard to understand where your final research took you. A hello to Mom, and then to sleep. Unfortunately, she can't be here tomorrow. Her latest expedition in the Amazon is taking longer than expected. Let's hope she receives my email. Good night, Mom.
Several hours later.
Coming! This postman believes that everything he delivers is urgent. One can never even get a few hours rest. It's only 2 p.m. The day has only just started. Let's see. Bills. A letter for me? Nobody writes to me, usually. It's dated July 25th, 2008. The same day my father disappeared. Dear Willy, it's Dad. If you received this letter, it means that my mission didn't go according to plan. I can't linger or I would put your mother and you in danger. You must go to the old inn in Bonetown as soon as possible. Room 09, but never trust anyone. Everything begins there in the warmth of a friendly place. Love, Dad. It certainly isn't a prank. The style and handwriting are my father's. I've looked for clues to his disappearance for 10 years. And I even got a letter from him. I must leave for Bonetown immediately. I'll have to manage somehow, because Mom is still traveling. But Bonetown isn't far. With a little money and a bike, I can get there in a few hours. I saw the bike around the house. There's even some money around here somewhere. Off we go! Perfect! I already found the bike. Or rather, what's left of it. To leave, I'll need all the other parts, too.
For the first time I played this...
I'm Willy. Would you like to take a short tutorial to learn how to handle things in my world?
Yes, we'll do that. The first time I played this, it took me so long to find one piece of the bike. Oh my word. It was stressful. But I've already played through the beta, so I should be pretty quick at this.
Good. Let's do a quick overview of how to play. Let's start with the basics. By holding down the spacebar or clicking on the icon at the top left, you can highlight the objects with which you can interact. Try to see what happens. Great! As you can see, the hotspots are marked with an icon like this one. If you want to pick up an item, use it, talk to someone, or speed up the dialogue, you can do so by pressing the left mouse button. Now try to pick up the object you spotted a few moments ago.
One slight issue with the game is it doesn't lock your mouse. So at times I will drop the screen
Good.
by accident.
Now let's focus on the inventory. You can open and close it by using the mouse wheel or pressing the I key. Give it a try.
The mouse
Very
wheel
good.
works
You can
better.
examine an item both in the inventory and in your surroundings by pressing the right mouse button. Reopen the inventory and examine the item you just collected.
Okay. Like so. And these are all the parts we've got to find, and look at these wheels. So you can see there's one wheel here and there's one wheel up here. I don't think I'm going to be giving away any secrets. In fact, I'm going to be giving away lots of secrets.
We have completed the tutorial. Here's a last bit of useful information. You can open the pause menu by pressing escape or by clicking on the menu icon at the top right. Finally, by double-clicking with the mouse on the directional arrows, you can immediately move from one place to another. If you are uncertain of what to do, you can access the help section included in the pause menu. Let's start.
Let's do it, the old chucker. So that key...
No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next?
seems to be a red herring. One day we might have to come back and get it, I don't know. So, to get this wheel, we're going to have to get in here.
Essential for traveling.
Essential for a few things.
Empty. I could fill it up with the stuff inside the boxes around the corner in the corridor. Too many drawers. I don't have enough clothes to fill them all.
They look like pedals.
They will
to
come in
me.
handy. I'll take them with me.
And now, against all safety recommendations, we'll climb
Here they
up
are.
the wardrobe.
It won't be an ISO 9000 certified ladder, but
Which is funny.
it will do. Got you, Wheel.
I can see that whole thing toppling down on top of him. Oh dear. As a father, that's pretty intense. Right. So we've got that. We can see another wheel here, but we can't get this one because
It won't
it's
come
seized.
off. It looks like it's bolted on. Et voila!
Dealio. Let's go. Got a few bits we need to go find around the house. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can, try and remember where I saw everything.
If only there was a rubber chicken. But these could come in handy too.
I've got to show you something funny as well. Oh dear. Just reminded
I
myself.
feel more at ease taking it with me.
Sure.
It's always good to have one for a pleasant bike ride.
Yeah, I think that's everything from this corner. Let's progress. So we've got the toilet door. Let's go in there. Now what was in here? There was something in here. Ah,
Let's take it. One never knows what might come next.
very important. Very important. Now, how did I...
I see no alternative. Now you'll discover the huge power of a plunger. Nice work. Now I can safely leave home. Well, look what was hiding in the bathtub. It's certainly a part of the bicycle. I'm
Sneaky.
amazed by the extremely intelligent use I made of it.
I found that very easily last time, but you could so easily not see that. That's what this game is like. It's very clever. I love the way they've done it. Now, what do we need in here? I think we need a screwdriver on here.
Let's see what's wrong with it. Look what was inside it. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Replacing the internal alarm with the bicycle bell might not have been a brilliant idea. I think I'll need it shortly.
Don't think there's anything else in this room. I can't remember for sure. Let's head back in here a second. Shut the door. Now we can warm up the oil with the lamp.
Excellent! The heat from the lamp is melting the oil. It's ready to use now.
Now, hopefully, we'll use it on this wheel.
The rusty screws are loosening up. I also finished the suntan oil. I better leave the empty bottle here.
There's also a
Giotto always
compass
had one
here.
too, or so they say.
And, yes, I just remembered. Just remembered something we need. Let's head back into Mum's room. And I think over here in the cactus.
Strange object. Let's see what happens when I pull one of the branches. I thought so. Ingenious. Typical of my mother. I bet she designed it. Look at the nice ring inside it.
Yes, indeed.
It looks ancient, and there's also an engraving inside. Difficult to make out. S.C. Arvis Mag A. I think I know what it is. I'll put it in the bag. It might come in handy.
Certainly will.
Wow! Now in your inventory you have items that you can combine. Doing so is very simple. Open the inventory, select an item with the left mouse button, then select a second item. If successful, wait a few moments and you'll see these items combine and a brand new one will appear. This will certainly be very useful. Try to combine the item you just found with another item you already have in your inventory.
1,
And
2.
it came to pass that my criminal career began.
A glass cutter. Indeed. Actually, it says lock picking tool, which is interesting because I haven't used it for that at all. But
Excellent idea. That way I can open it without causing irreparable damage.
nuggets, I wanted to show you something funny and I
I
forgot.
expected more. All that noise and all I got is this lot of gears? I don't even know how they ended up in here. Better not take a hammer to everything.
You'll have to watch my original Let's Play to see what happens when you hit it with the hammer. I'll leave that for another day. Alright, let's come down to the bicycle and let's try and put some parts on it. I think I'm missing a few bits.
And there's still something missing.
Some pedals.
It's not time yet.
Oh, isn't that? What are that?
I'd really love to try it.
Yes?
I think there's still something missing.
Yes, there is. Oh, there's a... Oh, I know. Quite an important part of the bicycle. Gonna have a look-see here.
I can't take it. It serves an important function in this fridge.
It
I used it
does.
temporarily to reinforce one of the shelves. If I pull it out, everything will fall down. I first need to fix the shelf.
This is true. Who puts bananas in the fridge? They go brown. That's horrible.
Just what I needed.
Fix that.
I couldn't
take
go
that.
anywhere without it.
Lovely stuff.
Every meal has been carefully selected by Mom based on its caloric intake and ease of preparation.
Indeed it has. How do I exit? There we go. There's something
In
like...
this, my mother used to hide little surprises for
Ah,
me.
here we go.
Let's see if I'm still lucky.
Bit of cash.
Would you look at this? It looks like there's a little emergency money in the bottom of the tins. There's no greater emergency than this.
Ben Franklin's. Alright.
There's still something missing.
There is. Let's try and put
Very
this bicycle
good.
together.
There's still something missing.
We need a wheel.
Another part. Almost ready.
Almost. And where's the other wheel? I've only got one wheel.
I don't know how to connect it.
What's going on?
How professional. Nearly there. Nearly there. Not long to go. Perfect. A few more parts. It's not time yet.
Oh, okay. Chain
Not long to go.
first.
Nearly there.
One of the things you're going to have to get used to is
They
that
connect perfectly.
you have to put
Not
these
long
things
to go.
together in the order that they have to go together. You cannot put them on... If they go 1, 2, 3, they have to be 1, 2, 3. You can't go 2, 1, 3 or anything like that. I didn't take the
It
wheel.
won't come off. It looks like it's bolted on.
Yeah, it is bolted on. So I've loosened it.
Now
Let's
it
take it
works.
off. There we go. See, I got distracted earlier. I do wonder what happens with the feathers. Do they stay on? Can't remember. Find out. Test that theory.
Making progress.
No, they disappear.
The bike is ready. I just have to take it, and that's it.
That's it.
Bone
Take
Town,
the
here I
bike.
come.
Woohoo! That was pretty quick. A lot quicker than the first time I did it, I can tell you. Alright.
I've already read them all.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
that? Why did that happen?
It felt like something from my bike was missing. I forgot to mount the brakes in my hurry to leave. Fortunately, I escaped without any major damage. Better take what's left. I'm especially sad about the bike. I was very fond of it.
Bit of cash. That's all we have now. Alright, let's head into Bone Town. Gonna go to the Dead Man Inn. Very hospitable hotel. Good evening, my man.
Good evening, my good man.
Good evening, boy. How can I help you?
He has a voice.
I need a place where I can stay tonight.
It's your lucky day, boy. The Dead Man Inn is the best in the business.
Very good. I almost feel at home. Are there any rooms available?
I'm happy to check, but I have to warn you, we are in peak season. In this one, we still have to clean up bloodstains. Room 08 is already occupied. By me. I just have number 09 and 10 left.
And our dad wants to check number 9.
Then 09 would be perfect. That is also my lucky number.
In that case, I can't do anything other than give you room 10.
But I just told you I'd like to have 09.
Everybody likes number 9. If I gave you that room, the next customer could only take number 10, which nobody likes. So they would leave.
I could leave too, since I'm not pleased with that.
Of course. Indeed, you have the look of someone who can go and choose another inn. For your information, Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable, as well as the only inn in a 40-kilometer area. You can also go find yourself another inn and come back tomorrow morning. I'm always here. So, room 09 or 10.
Trust me, take 10.
Room 10 is okay.
Do you have money for the accommodation?
Yes, I think I can pay for one night in this amazing resort.
I don't know what a resort is, but it is sufficient that you have the money to pay.
Here's the money.
Kid, this isn't much. It will only be good enough for one night.
I think that's enough.
Good. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Morgan. Willy Morgan.
Morgan. That name sounds familiar to me. Have you already been in our lovely little town?
Many years ago, but I was very young. Maybe you remember my dad, Henry Morgan.
Henry Morgan, you said? Something springs to mind, but I think a long time must have passed.
Yes, a long time. I'd say 10 years since he disappeared.
And why do we have the pleasure of seeing you again in Bone Town?
Definitely for the
hospitality.
I agree. Here at the Dead Man Inn, the customer is of the utmost importance.
I have no doubt about it.
Now I have to get back to my job. Help yourself to the key to room number 10.
Thank you.
Once you are settled in your room, you'll find a pre-printed form. I need to complete the check-in. Bring it back as soon as you have filled it out.
All right, thank you.
Let's see if I can steal.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Key 10. Grr. Oh no, it's 9 I want to steal, isn't it? Let's try and steal 9.
You chose room number 10. It's the only key you can take.
Technically, it wasn't exactly a choice.
It doesn't change the fact that you can only take the key to room number 10.
All right.
Fair enough. What a lovely chap. Oh, hey up. What's going on here?
Hello, boss. It's me. You won't believe this. Henry Morgan's son just showed up here.
Henry's son? Why did he come here?
He hasn't said too much about the reason for his visit. What do you want me to do? Do I warn Bob?
Yes. Standard procedure.
Okay. As soon as the kid comes back here, Bob will take a good look at the belongings of the young Morgan. Sure, boss. I'll keep you posted. See you later.
Who's Bob? Who is Bob? Alright. Find the stain, or just walk straight through it. That's also fine. Look at these guys. Dear me. Who's that? Who is
I want
this?
the other guests to enjoy these works as well.
No, who is
Tiago
it?
Huesel painted this subject.
But who is it?
I can't open it. It's locked.
Okay, not a problem. We have a key. And what do we have here? Some
A
aftershave?
peculiar scent. I wouldn't say it's good, but at least it adds a different touch to the place.
We'll grab that. Now, obviously, I'm skipping through this a lot because I already know how to do it.
First, I have to fill in this form, and then I can use the services of the room.
I was kind of hoping I might, excuse me,
I
be able
haven't
to
got a
follow
pen
on
with
from
me.
where I left
Can't
off
see one around. Better go back to the innkeeper and ask for more info.
when I was playing the beta, but you know, that didn't work. I wonder if I could pull this. Pull it later. Oh. Thought that was in the way. We got to get into room 9. And there's the form, sir.
I'm back with the form you talked about, but I haven't got a pen with me and I still have to fill it out.
Doesn't matter. Give it to me so I can write the essential data down.
Thank you.
Name and surname.
Your memory is a bit spotty. I'm Willy Morgan.
Sorry, kid. You know how it is. Age plays shameful tricks.
You seem like a different person now. Kinder and more friendly.
Maybe I left you with a bad impression before. I'd like to make things right now.
Yeah, sure. What's that noise?
Did you hear that too?
Hear what? There are a lot of noises in this inn.
Shebang?
Did you hear it now?
Or
It's
spang?
probably some little animal.
The one who made that sound must be a big one. And how?
Squeak?
What now? Did you hear that noise again?
Yes, but I don't think you should be worried. It's normal. In fact, I think it's finished now.
How can you be so sure?
It happens all the time. As soon as you open a door, drafts let the wind through and it does funny things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what else do you need?
I'd say I'm okay with this. I have everything I need.
Only name and surname?
Here in Bone Town, we need very little information. The rest will fall right into place.
Okay, now I must get back to work.
Me too. I'm very busy.
With what? Okay, thank you.
All right. So, let's try and figure out what the heck is going on in our room. I think we know already.
Oh my god! And to think that, according to the innkeeper, it was just a little animal. Luckily, I always keep the important things with me. Never trust anyone. Dad was right. I better warn the innkeeper.
What the hell happened here?
A very strong draft ransacked my room.
You should be more careful about leaving the door open. Hurricanes are frequent this time of year.
Summer hurricanes localized into one room in particular?
You can't rule anything out. Otherwise, what do you think happened?
I guess a robber came in and trashed the whole room.
I cannot be 100% sure, but all clues lead to that. Have they taken anything valuable from you?
Let's see. Yes.
Yes, I always travel with a gold bar.
Yes, of course. And do you usually leave it in hotel rooms as a tip?
I am extremely generous. I have all my valuable things on me.
Better this way. The Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable in the area, but it doesn't have any insurance in the event of theft, disappearance, or death.
I was lucky it was just a theft.
Unfortunately, there have been many such cases in Bone Town lately.
Seeing the current condition of this room, can I have room 09 now?
I already explained that I can't. I'm awaiting a huge influx of tourists in the next few days, and I need that room. If you could wait just a few minutes, I will clean everything up like it was before. Then, as compensation, I won't make you pay from tomorrow night on.
Ooh.
Your kindness astounds me. Seems I can't do anything other than accept it.
Wise choice. Now, if you can clear out, I have to clean up the room. If you give me the key back, I'll clean up everything and give it back to you at the entrance. I'll take a moment. Using the back door, I'll be at the entrance before you arrive.
Thanks, my good man.
Alrighty. So, I think I'm gonna just drop this. I think I turned the music off in the beta, and I've got to say, I'm not really feeling the music choice in the game. It's not quite what I was looking for. Wow, he was quick. Right. What do we have? We've got a letter and we've got some aftershave. Talk to this guy.
Have you already cleaned up the room?
Yes, everything's in order again. Here's the key.
Okay, thanks.
That's still an invisible key.
And you have all the services of the Dead Man Inn at your disposal.
Like what, for example?
The most important one is room service.
Room
and following
service.
that, the do not disturb.
Okay.
Thanks, and goodbye.
How do I use the do not disturb? Oh, no, I need that. It's important.
What's the do not disturb?
It's this amazing object. Only paper of the highest quality for our customers. With the writing, do not disturb, in giant letters. You just have to hang this on the door, and I'll know you don't want to be disturbed. Here, take it.
There you go. If you don't ask, you don't get. Again, it's invisible. Please do not disturb.
Thanks, very useful.
Very useful. Took me a long time to figure out what to use
Thanks,
that for
and
as
goodbye.
well. Once you kind of get into the rhythm of the game,
Let's see if I can.
all becomes clear. Who'd have thought you could break into an unauthorized door with a piece
Done.
of paper?
This sign is useless now. I'd rather not take it with me.
We don't need that anymore. Good stuff. We need one of these. We also gonna need one of these.
The things I have to do. Let's just hope it doesn't spill. I wouldn't really know what to use to get rid of this stink.
So, there is a whole load of dialogue that I haven't bothered showing you that applies to this particular incident.
Better not go inside. If the innkeeper finds out, I'd be concerned for my safety. That might be a good idea, but not without knowing the contents of both. I'd rather not try experiments like that in my bag. What if there is a reaction of some sort?
I'm just going to go ahead and
I don't want
do
to ruin
it. Yeah.
The stink from this bucket is
All
already
right.
bad.
Shut up, boy. All right. We'll use the bucket on the stain.
Just how I pictured it.
We'll put the wet floor sign
Very
down.
good. It looks like the cleaning has finally started.
But the most important ingredient is the aftershave, which makes the bucket smell better.
And now something classy. The contents haven't changed, but now there's a fresh musk ox scent.
Okay.
Better not go...
Progress. Progress. It's frustrating because I really,
I can't open it. It's locked.
Yeah. I really wanted to continue from where I left off in the beta. Having to come back to the beginning is a little bit frustrating. But I should be able to breeze through it pretty quickly.
What now? Oh, that must be the new guest. I saw straight away that he was a troublemaker. Better go check.
Bearing in mind, I've done all the...
Agile and silent like a ninja. I didn't even realize the cleaning lady finally got to work. Better not walk across it. I'd risk ruining this beautiful work. Oh, she also added the essence of muskox, my favorite. I'll go around the back. That guy's gonna have to wait for a second.
there you
Nobody's coming. Better go check the entrance.
Bearing in mind, in the beta there were no voices, I'm quite interested to hear how the characters actually sound in comparison to how...
Better not go inside. If the innkeeper...
I really wish it would lock. I wonder if they've added that feature. Does it lock? Options? No, it doesn't lock. Frustrating. Resume. Yeah, I'm interested to hear how they sound.
This is my chance.
In the developer's eyes, ears, nose and mouth. Okay, here we go. Bring up the key. Key number 9.
Better not go inside.
No, we don't want to go inside. We want to go in here.
Let's hope there won't be any other obstacles. At
None at
last!
all. Alrighty, what do we need here? Do we take the bell? What do we
That
need the
doesn't
bell
seem like
for?
a good idea. If the owner finds out I entered room 09, I don't think he'll be happy. If anything happens to me, the Dead Man Inn has no insurance to cover the damages.
I remember. It all starts somewhere warm in the fireplace, but in order to get to what
Look what's
we need...
inside. Somebody forgot a nail file.
We
Better
need
take
a
it.
nail file.
It could come in handy.
Alright. Let's groove on. Down here, Willy, and...
Everything starts there, in the warmth of a friendly place. I think my father meant warmth in a literal sense. Perhaps he hid something in the fireplace.
Perhaps
Let's try
he
searching
did.
there.
I think you should.
What is this? This brick doesn't seem to be bonded to the fireplace like all the others, but I can't rip it out. It seems after all these years it is partially calcified back into the fireplace. I need something to grab hold of the cracks. It
Just
seems
the
to be
job.
working. I can take out the mortar holding the brick. Clever, a niche. Let's see what's inside.
A niche. Not a niche. A niche.
It looks like an old library card. It belonged to my father, Henry Morgan. Last read book, Properties of Concrete. What did my father want to tell me?
Read it and find out.
It's a card for the Bonetown Library. The card belongs to
Who'd
Henry
have
Morgan,
thought?
my father. Let's see the last read book, Properties of Concrete. What was he working on in his final research? Better go to the library to make some inquiries.
So he must have wanted to make some
After
concrete
this amazing night,
for something.
it'd be better to go back to my room and rest. First, I'd rather take the key to room 09 back to reception. I'd prefer to avoid having problems with the innkeeper. I
Good
have a
thinking.
really big day ahead of me tomorrow.
Indeed you do, sir. Indeed you do.
I think the time has come to find out what Dad was working on. I better check the library card again. I'm sure Dad left me some other clue.
Let's go. Go to the library. Farewell, good man. I don't think
Better
we need
leave
to
the
talk
key
to him.
here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if I'll want to avail myself of this service again tonight.
Indeed.
I guess it's a good idea to ask for directions to the library. I wouldn't want to wander aimlessly through Bonetown. Excuse me, I need some information. Is there still a public library here in Bonetown?
Sure, boy. It's one of the crown jewels of Bonetown. At least it is according to what Margaret, our librarian, tells us. I'm simply reporting what's said because I personally never go to such places.
Strange, I would have bet the opposite. Could you tell me where it is?
Turn left at the main square, just outside the door. Boy, if you don't want to get lost, use this. It's an old Bonetown postcard, but it was used as a tourist map during the golden years. It could be of use to orient yourself and move around Bonetown.
Invisible. Resplendent, sir.
Thank you.
Been a
Are you
pleasure.
interested in something in particular?
Just to reminisce a little bit. My father used to take me there all the time. Thanks.
This and more for a paying customer.
I better be going now.
Alrighty. So I know where the library's at, because I've been here before. But I also recall that I need to find some stuff before I can entertain that particular avenue. There's a little jack hidden down here. We need that.
I don't know how, but I hope it might come in handy.
Indeed it will. So that will get me that. I'm trying to remember how I pieced everything together before. Took a while last time. Not quicker now. Okay, let's go. Hello, Margaret. Nice to see you. Grab the jack. And we just
I
need
don't
to
think I should
jack
use
up
it on
this
the book.
table. No, it's on the desk, boy. On the desk, boy.
I don't think I should use it on the book.
Right, how
It's
do I...
stuck under the huge number of books on the desk. I must find a way to free it.
Yes, well, that's what I'm trying to do. There
Let's
we go.
try.
All right.
It worked. Check out what we have here.
Yes, what do we have?
Let's see what it is.
Niche. What is this?
It's another letter from my father. It's dated July 22nd, 2008. Earlier
Earlier
than the
than
other
the
one.
other one.
There's also a piece of paper that seems more ancient. but I can't figure out what it is. Better take a look right now. If Dad did all this so that I'd find it, there must be something important.
There must be. I hope it's you, Willy, who's reading this letter, otherwise all my efforts will have been in vain. My latest research confirmed that Captain Kidd and his crew found a huge treasure. I don't know where they hid it, but they drew a map which was divided between the members of the crew. Before his execution, Kidd hid his piece of the map in the cell. I managed to find it still intact. This means that the map was never put back together and that the treasure still lays somewhere forgotten. You will find the piece of the map together with this letter. It is, of course, unusable without the other pieces. From my research, it seems that the rest of the crew took refuge in Bonetown, awaiting the return of their captain. After years spent looking in every book of the time, I finally discovered the list of the crew. Drake, Teach, Roger, Raleigh, Every, Lafitte, Fly and Bellamy. Find the missing pieces and reach the treasure before someone else does. I can't say anything else. Time's short. I feel I'm being tracked. I don't know if we'll ever meet again. Love, your dad, Henry.
Now I understand what the piece of paper was that I found with the letter. Dad always performed great feats, but I never imagined he was looking for Kidd's treasure. It has always been said that it was basically a legend. I don't remember the complete story exactly, but maybe the librarian can help me. And I have a list of names. Better start asking information of the townsfolk, without attracting too much attention. I don't need my father's old library card anymore. Even if someone found it, it would be useless. I have the letter and the piece of map belonging to my dad.
There we go. Now, this lady... So, yes, okay, right. I have got to somehow figure out...
Very strange. I have the feeling I'm being watched. Better be careful. You never know what can happen in Bonetown.
Indeed.
I don't need them.
Oh, okay, fine. So, where did I go next? I'm trying to think what the next piece of the puzzle was, because they all link up, obviously. I know what I need to do, but what do I need to do in order to do what I need to do? That's the question. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I do. Yes. It's a good start. Uncle Steve.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Good voice for Steve.
There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy, is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me, Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
It's important that you actually talk to these people
Better
and
ask
get
for
the
permission.
background story.
I risk looking like a thief. Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Thanks. I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp. I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly. See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
Except for when we don't. What does that mean? What does that mean? Now, is this guy in here? I can't remember. Yes, he is. Hello, pharmacist.
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I was
Again,
just browsing.
Good voice.
No problem. But please don't touch anything without my permission. I've arranged everything so that it will make my work easier.
What work?
I'm developing a recipe that will make me rich. I just have to find the final ingredients.
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right. Goodbye.
See you soon.
It amazes me the amount of time I must have spent on this game
When you find the plant
already.
with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best.
Because I'm just thinking through all of the things I've had to work out in order to get to where I got to. Must have taken me hours.
The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave.
Okay, I forget what we have here. Oh, it's the pub. It's the new pub. I don't think this guy has anything useful, does he? Does he? No. Let's move on. This is useful. The blacksmith. Few important little
Let's see if
items
there's
in
anyone here.
Here you go, Willy. Tongs.
Better take them with me. You never know.
And a mystical hammer.
I don't know how, but it could be useful.
Indeed it could. I urge you to really
They
investigate
could always come in handy.
everything properly. Watch my first Let's Play series if you can put up with the awful audio and the terrible voice acting that I gave. I don't think there's anything else in here. The workbench, paper.
I don't need it.
Oh, okay, let's go. Keep exploring, young sir. And we don't need to go in there just yet. Do we go in here now? Ah, yes. Tuning fork.
A tuning fork can always come in handy.
Especially in this
Excuse
game.
me, can I take that tuning fork?
Sure. It's available to customers to find harmony.
Thanks.
Could be a good voice for this hippie guy. Could be.
Hey, there are other musical instruments here too, but these seem to be more ancient.
Indeed. Right. Tuning fork. Triangle. What's
It
gonna
should work.
happen? Ooh.
What was that? There's a hideout in the wall. The opening mechanism seems to have activated with the sound of the instrument.
Incredible, isn't it? Okay. Step 1 completed. Now we need to go find all the other pieces and get them to work, which is not quick and easy, I can assure you. But, yes. There's a flower here. We'll have that.
I hope they grew spontaneously.
We are progressing at some serious speed here.
A few pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're
Certainly
light
do.
but resistant.
They certainly do. Alright. Keep going. Onward and upward. Upward and onward.
I can't. It needs gasoline to work.
Does. How did I get around that last time?
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
I get it.
Understood. Trying to think what I did next. Let's go talk to the Rev. La camera.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, son.
Oh, excellent voice. Excellent voice
I was admiring
choice.
the beauty of this church.
You're right. It's a real piece of art. It dates back a few centuries and is all thanks to an ancestor of mine. After he traveled across the ocean, he settled here in Bonetown. Seeing the condition of the village, he wanted to build a place of comfort for wayward souls at all costs.
What was the name of your ancestor?
Edward Drake, the first minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, Father, I think I understand.
This calling has been handed down from one generation to another, right up to today.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Brilliant voice. Absolutely. I couldn't have picked a better voice.
Maybe it could come in
for that.
handy.
Right. So, now we can progress a little bit at a time. Let's head up here. Photo booth.
Let's try and hope it still works.
Yes, yes, yes. The photo
There's a
booth.
super promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate. All offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. The things you do to attract customers. Woo!
Woo!
I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself.
Perfecto. Alrighty, move on.
Great. 3 posters of me.
Now, there's a little something up here, a little shiny object, which is so well hidden. I
My
found
arms
it
are not long
completely
enough.
by luck. Oh yes, his arms aren't long enough. What we need is some tongs.
Maybe now they will come in handy.
You can see how if you just missed one item, you could spend a very long time trying to figure out how to get to the next stage.
Got it. It's not a chimney. It looks more like a roll with a series of engravings on it. I don't think I still need these bulky tongs.
No, just throw those away. They don't belong to you anyway. Right, worn out attraction. Here we go.
Let's try this one. No way. The weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring.
So how would you ring the bell? I spent quite a long time trying to figure this out. We've got to basically hit the bell to unlock this thing and get the teddy bear. And I was like, how do you do it? I got the tongs and I tapped
Is
the
it
tongs
possible
on
the
it.
solution could be so easy?
It took a long time to get to that point.
It seems to have worked. I won a
Hurrah!
prize.
Let's take it.
Very nice. Let's see what this is about. Small Teddy, property of Rock Lafitte. Rock Lafitte? Could he be the same man from my father's letter?
He
It would
definitely
seem he
could.
was a pirate with a soft heart. It'd be better to check this plush more carefully.
I think so. Rip its head off.
Just as I thought. There's something hidden inside. The very smart Mr. Lafitte hid his piece of the map the only place no one would ever look for it. Better add his part of the map to the other pieces. I don't need this plush anymore. I hope Mr. Lafitte won't be offended.
I hope he won't be offended as well. Alright, so. Trying to think now. Hello, seagull. Took me a long time to figure out how to get the seagull to move as
I'd
well.
rather leave it in peace. It looks pretty aggressive to me.
I can't actually remember how I did get it to move. So, is there anything in here?
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Okay, fine. So I think perhaps let's go back to, where should we go? Let's go here, because we can do the next part of this puzzle, which involves the piano.
The rolls should go here. Another noise. The hideout opened a little bit more.
Ooh. Also forgot this.
It's a bow, but it's so old that the strings are worn out. I'll take it with me. If I can find a way to replace the strings, I can use the cello.
Indeed. And then we can gain access to something very important. Right. I'm just trying to think where I get the next important piece of stuff. Oh, yeah, if I press the old button. Instruments, record. Big box. Okay, maybe there's nothing else in here for now. Let's head back down. So I can go in here now. Something we need to do. Again, I highly urge you to do the actual proper story. Ah, there they are. Do the actual proper story.
Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapons Shop.
Thank you.
Good voice acting choice there. Again, I like it. Very, very good. Right. Little snippety snap of this very important gun. If you want to know why it's important, play the game, guys. Play the game. But I'm
Here are the
speeding
pics I
through
took
the
with the
beginning
Polaroid.
here because...
Now that the photographic film is over, I don't need that Polaroid anymore.
Well, I've already explained
I don't think
that.
there are any specialist photography shops here in Bonetown.
Yeah, so look at that. How very, very useful. Let's go. Down the road. Visit our good friend, the Techie Bob. The Techie Bob. Look, bicycle. Frame. Bicycle frame, I should say. Alright. In we pop, and what we need is to
It
make a
should
3D
work.
print
The
of this
photos
gun.
surely have to be inserted here. Very well. A perfect plastic copy of the gun photographed in the shop. This printer model uses materials that faithfully reproduce the original objects by starting from simple photos. This replica could surely come in handy.
I agree. Good job. Okay, move on. Head back. Ah, god damn it. That is an issue. I think I'm going to have to mention that in my review. The smidgy widgy frustrating, I have to say. Right, let's get the pebbles and use the catapult. Distract the main man.
This sign invites me to the marriage. It says, new arrival. Try it.
Oops.
No problem. That always happens when kids play with it. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
I'm sure it won't take long at all. Yeah, no problem. Right, swap. Bippity swap swaps. Come on, lad. Wow. Now that was quick.
Finally, let's see if there's a clue. Hopefully
There
it's
is.
not loaded. Very good. Inside the barrel was a piece of the map. Roger's piece. I don't feel at ease with a
Excelente.
real weapon in my pocket. I'd rather not take it with me. But I can't get rid of it here or the owner would get suspicious. I'd better leave it somewhere outside of the store. Looks like a good spot here. Now it seems much less aggressive.
Looks like he's holding a banana. That's what it looks like. Right, okay, moving on. A few more places to see, a few more things to do. Bonjour. I don't know why I said bonjour is Italian, not
Good morning.
Not French.
Good morning, and welcome to the one-eyed Jack of the Bellamy family.
Again, good choice.
I glimpsed the menu outside the club. What's your specialty?
Chicken, kid. Delicious free-range chicken.
Only chicken?
Absolutely, kid. Chicken is our main ingredient. Healthy, genuine, and it's not fattening, so you can eat as much as you want. We Bellamys have invented more than 100 recipes to serve it with.
A diverse menu then.
Okay.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your stay in Bonetown.
We're actually going to come sit down and take his test.
It would be better to ask the owner before taking a seat.
Oh, really? Okay, let's do it that way. Mhm.
I see there's a free table. Can I take a seat?
It depends.
On what?
That table is reserved for those who want to test themselves.
Can you explain better?
Our family, the Bellamys, have always looked for the chosen one.
Chosen
And this
one.
table can reveal if a person is that or not.
Or not.
What do you mean by chosen one?
The family legend says that Eddie Bellamy, progenitor of the Bellamys, learned every recipe on how to cook chicken. But his efforts in the kitchen seemed not to be appreciated by customers, who considered his recipes mere common chicken, bumpkins. So he created the only meal that was not chicken-based, the Bellamy cookie. The patrons seemed to be thrilled by the extraordinary innovation, but Eddie, given the indifference his cooking received before that, imposed one condition. Only the chosen one could taste the cookie from the Bellamy recipe. And since then, from generation to generation, the search has kept going.
Which cookie are we talking about?
The sacred cookie,
The
contained in that
sacred
glass
cookie.
case, built to keep its fragrance intact.
How long has it been in that case?
Since the day it was baked by Eddie Bellamy. And according to legend, it seems Eddie found a recipe for a pastry that could last for centuries without losing its fragrance.
Do you mean that in all these years, nobody was able to earn the right?
Absolutely not. That is the original cookie. Never has another one been baked.
How can you recognize the chosen one?
That'll be the only one who can pass the test.
What test?
The menu, kid. The menu. Only the worthy will listen to the entire menu without blinking an eye. And at that point, he'll have earned the cookie, along with honor and fame.
Very epic. Where does the test take place?
At the table. When you feel ready, take your seat, and we'll see if you might be the chosen one. But don't get your hopes up. We're extremely selective.
Indeed they are. Okay,
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your stay in Bone Town.
so now we're going to do a little bit of scissor work.
It could be a good idea.
It could be a very good idea. Very, very good idea. And now we have a pair of eyes.
Now I have a nice pair of cardboard eyes.
Stay awake.
Better use them only when they're strictly needed.
Oh, they are needed. Sit down.
I see you want when you're ready. Go.
Yeah, when I'm ready. When I'm ready. All right, all right, all right.
It could work.
It could work. I'm ready. Here we go. Look at him.
I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test
Sorry.
is over. I saw you fall into a trance, just like in the legend that has been passed down for generations. You're the chosen one,
Yeehaw.
the one who can taste the unique and incomparable Bellamy cookie.
Whoop,
After
whoop.
the 6th plate, I felt the force flowing strong in me.
I know. The chosen one has this power. Keep the key. With this, you'll have access to the Bellamy treasure.
Thank you. I'll put it to good use.
Indeed. So much. Where's the key? Where's the key?
Good.
There
I don't
is
need
the
these
key.
cardboard eyes anymore.
But I do need this. The cookie. Take the cookie.
Since I'm the chosen one, I'm entitled to it.
Yeah. You want to talk about how you scammed your way into this? Well, what's in it? What's in it?
It's the original Bellamy cookie. Inside should still be the message from Eddie Bellamy.
Open.
I can't open it. After all these years, the dough is hardened. I need
Oh.
something to break the cookie.
Oh.
Better use it with caution. I could cause serious damage.
Okay. Right. Next up, where's the stamp? Where's the stamp? Where is the stamp? Did I not pick up the stamp? Ah, god damn. Right, let's quickly go and get the stamp. I asked for the stamp. I was given permission to take the stamp. I just forgot to pick it up. There we go.
I might need one. I'll take
Yes.
the more worn one.
Do it. Good choice. Okay. See you later, Steve. Cheers for that. Alright, over we come, back to the thing, round and round we go. Let's put going to go Pirate Willy poster stamp.
Let's
Boom.
give a touch of authenticity to this poster. Now it seems that it was issued by a town hall department. The stamp has done its duty. I don't need it anymore.
That's it. That's that done. Nice. Now, I think we need to do
I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, what? I don't have the camera anymore either. I feel like there's a step that I've forgotten to do with this guy.
There's something written. Free. Maybe it will come in handy.
Go ahead and take it. It will open both your heart and your mind. Some stickers to support Tom Raleigh's cause are included as well. We also need your help to make this artist known.
Thanks.
For some
Prisons,
reason,
the
I thought it
story
was
of
French.
Tom Raleigh. Now I know why this book is free. It seems more like a series of rambling stories instead of a serious biography. Maybe there's just one bit of plausible information. Here it says that Tom Raleigh's past is dark. He was repeatedly put in prison in Bonetown for being drunk and disorderly. The stickers are nice, but the book is useless to me. I'd rather put
Yes.
this book back in its place. Probably someone else will find it more interesting. It could be a good idea. Now it seems that the wanted man is Tom Raleigh. The resemblance to me is remarkable.
Uncanny.
Here you are.
Interesting.
Sure, they're wanted posters of Tom Raleigh. I found them at home in an old chest left to us by one of my ancestors. I know that in the past he had some problems with the law. My poor great-great-great-grandfather Tom.
Actually, they look authentic. The resemblance to you is evident, especially after he drank a bit.
Oh, thanks.
And the stamp is authentic as well. There is no doubt you're one of Tom's heirs. Finally, I have something for you. Take that envelope. Tom forgot it here, in the old prison after his last, visit. Since then, nobody has ever seen him anymore. Can you tell me what happened to him?
The usual things for an artist. Life on the edge. No financial security.
Just as I thought. I have to follow his path. Take his envelope and make your forefather proud of you. Now I have to refine my technique so that it will at least be equal to that of Master Raleigh.
Thanks a lot.
Raleigh? Raleigh. Raleigh? Raleigh. Okay, so. Have a little look-see here. Did I take it? Didn't take it. Stop not taking stuff. Thank you.
Better leave before opening the envelope.
Yes. Not sure why, but yes.
Let's open it. I'm intrigued to see what Tom Raleigh left me. As I suspected, inside there's both a piece of the map I was looking for and a little flask. By the smell, I'd say the rumors about Tom's drinking problems were true. Best to add this piece of the map to the others. Let's just hope the contents of the flask won't spill out into the bag. I don't want to give the impression of being a drunkard.
Or do I? Is the question. Alright. Oh, what's going on here?
Hello?
Boss, it's me. Bob is keeping an eye on the young Morgan. It looks like he's snooping around Bonetown, but we still don't know the reason. He's either particularly good or he has nothing to hide.
I don't trust him. It's strange that Henry's son shows up again in town after all these years. Continue with the surveillance. Sooner or later, he'll make a wrong move.
Okay, boss. I'll keep you posted.
Good.
Who is this
Close
bad
this time,
guy?
and another Morgan won't stop me.
Oh yeah? Just you wait and see. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. Trying to think, what have we got here? We've got one of these, 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 one of these. Ah, La Cookie. I think I know what La Cookie's for, I think. Is La Cookie for La Os? Or is it for something else? I can't remember.
I need something to put the cookie on to be able to open it.
Oh, yes. Put it on
That's
the
a
anvil.
good idea. This anvil gives me a perfect support. Now I have to find something with which to try to open it.
See, maybe a hammer.
That's a good idea.
Wow,
Only the
that took some
imitation of an
clicking.
ancestral weapon will allow the Chosen One to perform his duty.
Let's do it. Go on, Willy. Good whack.
After the impact, the hammer disappeared.
Weird.
Maybe it wasn't a copy of Thor's hammer, but at least the cookie broke. Inside, there is something left by Eddie Bellamy. Better take it all to not leave any trace. So I find myself with the pieces of a biscuit that dates back centuries and a message. It doesn't seem like the classic fortune cookie message. It's a piece of the map, just like my dad said. Better add it to the others.
Indeed. Now, I don't think I
I'd
can
rather
give it
not.
to the horse. No. Okay, the horse needs to eat something rather different. Not what I was expecting. Let's be clear about that. Right, that's dealt with. We need to... I think we need to go see our little seagull friend.
I'd rather not.
Oh. Right, so that's disappointing. How did
I think they can be used in a more useful way.
How did I get rid of that stupid bird? That bird is a frustration. Left me quandering many things for many times. Right, I think we can get away with this. Let's pull the
Better
flask
not.
into the machine. What?
The alcoholic content of the liquid in this flask is remarkable. It could
Certainly
work.
is. Certainly
Done.
could.
The flask is empty. I don't need it anymore.
Alrighty, in go the
I
pebbles.
think they can be used in a more useful way.
What?
I'd rather not.
What?
I think they can be used in a more useful way. Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Alright, how do we fire this thing up? The engine is on. Let me go look at it.
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
That's what I had.
No! Don't you dare! This is an order! I won't repeat it a second time!
Here we go. Is that Reverend? You said something or other.
Father, was it you who screamed?
Son, even the most meek and calm man would lose his temper over this outrage.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Somebody dared to kickstart the devil's car.
I still don't understand.
Outside the church is a machine, a wicked machine. The kids of Bonetown used it to play. All that clamoring and laughter disturbed my concentration. It's not easy to write a 2-hour sermon, but it's necessary to maintain a straight-laced community. I instructed never to use it anymore, and it's been years since it fell quiet. But today, someone has transgressed. It'll be necessary to rely on the Holy Scripture again.
Are you planning to write a sermon about the scriptures?
Oh, no, son. This situation has to be resolved in the most drastic way. I have a task for you. You'll have to restore the order of things.
I don't think I'm the right person for it.
You're here in my presence, so you're the right person for the job. I didn't want it to come to this, but things are escalating. Take this sacred relic. It will be your mission to fix it and place it outside the church. Everything is already set up. A sacred aperture will host the word.
Play forbidden, I think
It
said.
seems like just a sign to me.
Young and pure of soul, it's the word that will prevent the newly started havoc from spreading any further.
So
But it
you
just
think-
says play forbidden.
Isn't that enough for you? My mind cannot suffer distractions. My sermon must be impeccable. Carry out your mission.
But the sign is broken.
Ask for help from the blacksmith right outside. Maybe he can help you.
Okay.
Okay,
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
go.
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
I get it. I need help. I'm on a mission from God, or rather, from the Reverend.
In this case, I can give you a second. What do you need?
The Reverend has entrusted me with a mission. I have to fix this sign. Can I take one of your tools?
I might have what you need. Inside the toolbox is a multi-purpose tool. It serves to tighten, bolt, even open some specific locks. It's the only thing I can give you for your mission. The rest I need to repair this wreck. Make good use of it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Be sure to make good use of it.
As always, sir.
Thank you. So there it is, the multi-purpose tool that would gain us access to the very first thing we saw, the box. Which I didn't really show you very much of.
Good idea. Perfect. Now the sign has a certain stability.
Put the sign in and see if it works.
Mission accomplished. Load and shoot. It seems to be an old machine for throwing baseballs.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was a cement mixer.
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh. Not good. Ah!
Oops. Technically, it wasn't all my fault. I just followed the Reverend's instructions to the letter.
Sort of.
What happened?
Somebody, some ungodly soul guided by an evil hand, damaged the sacred stained glass windows. Have you seen any black sheep wandering in my church?
I think I saw some kids playing up front.
I thought so. Surely it was one of them. Can you describe the person?
Red-haired.
Red-haired.
Anything else?
Skinny.
Any distinguishing marks?
Glasses.
Thick glasses.
It's clear. The description matches Stanley. I'll go and resolve the situation. Nobody can disfigure the sacred church of Bonetown, shelter of the poor, symbol of faith, beacon of the community.
Look how he walks.
Weird. I could have sworn there were some micro-inscriptions on the glass. Actually, this glass shard contains a piece of the map. Supposedly the one belonging to Reverend Drake.
Ah. How many pieces do we have now, guys? Anyone keeping count? Let's have a look.
It's been well studied. Even now with 6
pieces.
pieces, I can't get clear clues.
Right. Let's go figure out the rest of these little puzzles then. What have we got? Do we have anything for the horse? No, but I think maybe something for the...
I'd rather not.
Oh. Schniggets. Could have sworn that's what we were going to get rid of the seagull with. Alright. Okay, what do we have? I know what we do have. We have something for the library. Head back there. Oh, god damn! Still hasn't found the gun then. Okay, into the library, up the stairs. Magic tool time.
Let's try. It works! I heard a click. It should work. Bingo! The nail file got stuck, but it doesn't matter. There's something a lot more precious inside. It's another piece of the map, and I think it's the Teach one.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just one piece left. One piece left of the map. We're so close now, I can taste it. Let's go see if our friend is back. From the warehouse. Oh, he's not.
It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later. It only works with 5-cent coins.
Need to get a 5-cent coin. Where do I get the coin from? Where did I find the coin? Let's see, I've got the tuning fork, flowers, the pebbles, ringless bow, the scissors, broken fortune cookie, purpose tool.
I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work.
Yeah, this isn't
I don't
gonna
think
work.
that would work.
No, that's not going to work.
I don't think that would work.
No, it's not going to work. Damn it. How did I do this last time? Let's have a look at Bone Map. Where have I been? I think I've been everywhere. Church, the cemetery, musical instruments, blacksmith armory, I've done that. Town hall, we haven't done that yet. The drugstore, the pub. Inn, the library, One-Eyed Jack, museum. Where do we need to go? Ah. Just remembered one thing.
I think this is the best possible way to use these matches. Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left. I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses. Great, but it's better to close the opening, or I'll risk that flame burning out. Good job. I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse.
Oh,
There's a
what's
sort of
interesting.
map with coordinates, but there are no other indications.
What's interesting is in the beta you could actually do that, so you could theoretically just skip finding the rest of the bits. But it looks like they've made it so that you can't now. Where did I find the coin? It's going to be a problem.
I could stand in line waiting for someone to show up, or I could spend my time any other way.
What do we feed the horse? Try giving the horse the fortune cookie. That didn't work.
I'd rather not. Too many things. I can't take them all.
Indeed. Yes, genuinely trying to blast my way through it, but I just cannot remember how we get the jelly bean out of here. Go talk to our friend, see if he reminds me.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub.
Is this supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub. You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or getting rid of the tools.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay.
See you soon.
Maybe I found some coins in the machine.
I'm not thirsty. I'm not thirsty.
Okay.
It was very helpful.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I need there. Let's go back to Uncle Steve, see if he's still there. He's still there, so that's not it either.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure.
No problem. Uncle Steve, you grumpy old grumpster. Alright, what am I missing? What have I got here?
Do you by any chance know the story of Captain William Kidd?
Sure, it is mostly a legend. In the golden era of piracy, Kidd stood out for his endeavors, if you could call them that.
The endeavors of a pirate aren't exactly heroic most of the time.
Anyway, his ship, the Adventure Galley, was supposedly filled with treasures when it suddenly disappeared. A few years later, in 1701, Kidd was captured and executed. But his ship and the crew were never found.
What do you think happened?
What always happened at that time. Kidd and his crew squandered all the loot, and to cover their tracks, they sold or even burned the ship. After this story, Kidd became legendary.
Thank you. Am I wrong, or did you tell me your name is Margaret Teach?
That's correct.
Do you know a man named Charles Teach?
Your question surprises me. How do you know my great-great-grandfather?
I'm doing some research on the genealogy of Bonetown, and I stumbled upon the Teach family.
Yes, it's been several generations now since the Teaches settled in Bonetown.
What can you tell me about Charles Teach in particular?
He was the one who brought the name Teach here to Bonetown, but of his past, little is known. My great-grandma told me that he was a former fisherman with a knack for books. This library is a donation he made to the city of Bonetown just before he died. After he arrived here in Bonetown, he devoted himself exclusively to reading, and many of these books were bought directly by him. He had so many of them that he basically founded the town library, which then became the family business for the following generations, too.
And he didn't leave anything else apart from the books?
All he left is stored on the upper floor, but it's mostly junk. The real treasure was his books. There's also an old crate without a key, but it looks empty.
Yes, I've looked in there.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I don't need it here. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't think that would work.
Chris Every. As suspected, this is how I got.
I think it is the only one able to digest it.
I'm sure I tried that, did I not? Maybe I clicked in the wrong place. Off you go, seagull. Okay, so the seagull's gone.
Great! I can finally rummage through its nest.
Sounds rude. And what did we find? A coin!
A 5-cent coin.
forbid.
It'll surely be useful.
I think it will, because that's what I've been looking for this whole blinking time. Okay. Run, run, run as quick as you can. Right back to the man with the can. Outside there, you'll find a machine that drops little sweeties. Do you know what I mean? Yes, you do. It's a gobstopper. Alright, take the coin. Jelly bean's not a gobstopper at all.
5-cent coin. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Perfect. A jelly bean.
Nice. Now, what do you think we're going to do with that jelly bean? What could we possibly do with the jelly bean? I think we're going to give it to the horse. Oh yeah. Those horses like candy, don't they?
No horse can resist a treat. Better put it inside the manger.
Let's put it inside the manger then. Nice. And then...
Being very careful, I should be able to take what I need. Easy, horsey. You won't notice a thing.
Don't think you like that much.
That didn't go too bad. Now I have these amazing horsehairs. I hope they come in handy.
I think they will. Let's do this now. Let's finish this off. Let's make it happen. Horsehair.
Good idea.
Stringless
This way,
bow.
I should get a perfectly functioning bow.
Indeed. That's what we're looking for. Let's go. Come on, Willy boy. What have you got for me? Choppity chop 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 chop. Back to the music shop. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Cello.
If I remember correctly, it should be played like this.
There's a story behind that, by the way. Oh. Beautiful. One of my favorites.
That noise again.
Can we get in?
Finally, the opening is big enough to allow access. At least for a hand. I don't need the bow anymore.
Can't remember what's in there. What's in there?
Perfect. I can get my hand through.
It's a piece of the map, baby.
It's a piece of paper. Actually, it's a piece of Kid's map.
In the meantime... Oh, there's our friend. Mr. Socks and Sandals guy. Alrighty. So now we know where we need to be. Down the road and round the corner and up the side. Come on, Willy. Double click should be run. Double click should definitely be run. Come on, come on, come on. I'm excited. Where I left off, if you haven't seen my previous playthrough, where I left off, it got really exciting. It kind of turned into the Goonies, and I really want to see what happens after that. So I'm excited to get there. I really am. Right, let's give this man this.
Perfect. Now I have everything I need. My recipe is practically done. It will be a drink that is sure to make waves in the world. Non-alcoholic, dark-colored, sparkling. It can even cure a headache.
I wouldn't want to ruin your dream, but I think that already exists. Actually, I believe you're even in danger of clashing with some mega corporations.
I know the market very well. I managed to isolate and replace the secret ingredient with another.
Really? Which one?
Well, it's the root extract of Oh, hey. Nice try, boy. You almost had me going there. It's the only ingredient that is not present on the list. Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you.
What's on the list?
Better read it away from prying eyes.
Yeah. What does it say?
Wait
Where's
a
it gonna
minute.
lead
This
you?
list is a bit strange. I can glimpse something under the text about the ingredients. It's a receipt. It says, I, Dr. Alfred Every, on July 15th, 2008, deliver to Steve Bonnet the artifacts found in the basement. In exchange, Mr. Bonnet transfers to the Every family, free of charge, the property of the building where the family business is actually located. The agreements will not be disclosed. Yours faithfully, Dr. Every. It's countersigned by Steve Bonnet, too. To which artifacts is Dr. Every referring?
Guess we'll
If
have
the
to go
agreements
speak
have
to
not been
Steve.
disclosed, the only one that would know anything about it is Uncle Steve. I'd better get over to his office to investigate.
Yeah, good idea. Let's go talk to Steve. He's not
Weird,
there.
Steve's not here. In the meantime, I could inspect his office looking for the receipt of Dr. Every. I don't think that ransacking this paperwork will help me in any way.
Fair enough.
So weird. There are no notes on these papers. They're all blank. What can they do? Wait a minute. There's a button under here. I could be wrong, but they seem to have been placed in the way to hide something. There's
Could it
nothing.
be?
Let's see what happens by pressing it.
Did
I
you
wasn't
expect
expecting
that?
this. I just thought it was a drawer with some kind of mechanism.
What could be up there? No. That chair.
It closed back automatically. There's probably another device in this room that makes it open. Why all this secrecy? And what's this room? Better take a look around.
So,
I don't want to take all of this with me. It looks like some sort of diary. There are maps, routes, various notes. They represent months, or rather years, of uninterrupted work. Better let some fresh air in.
Yeah, that'll be important in a second.
It's a globe. Various lines were drawn on it. They look like sea routes. A rope is always useful.
It will be in a minute. Right, so I think we need the diary, and then we're off out of here.
And what's this? It looks like some sort of diary. There's something inside. I don't think I'm mistaken. This is a piece of the map from Kid's crew. It's surely Every's.
We've
the
got
last piece
all
missing.
8 pieces.
Finally, the map is complete. On this piece, there are some coordinates. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. Brilliant! The coordinates are useless without the rest of the map. The light will guide you. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east.
Must have something to do with the old lighthouse.
There's
Yeah.
also a strange coin. Why is it here? What
Who
does
knows?
Steve have to do with this story?
So many
There
questions.
must be something I'm still missing.
Oh, we are close now, guys. We are so close now. Okay.
Let's see if there's an explanation in the diary.
Henry came back to Bonetown. He seemed like a kid on Christmas Eve. He said he has big news and wants to share with me. Hard to believe Henry achieved his feat. He finally found proof that kid treasure we always dreamed of since we were kids really exists. Henry revealed something more. One of the members of the crew appears to have been a certain Chris Every. According to Henry's research, Every, after retiring from the pirate's life, moved here to Bonetown. I have to stop by the old drugstore. They're the only Everys still living here in Bonetown. Maybe they know something, and I might be able to give Henry a hand in his research. A stroke of luck, I asked Fred for permission to rummage through his old things in the basement. After a few hours, I happened to find what looked like an old piece of a map with some coordinates and a coin, 4778 East. The coordinates point to the outskirts of Bonetown. In exchange, Fred wanted the property of the building, but 4 walls for a priceless treasure seems like a fair exchange to me. Gotcha. I revealed to Henry that I'd found coordinates of the treasure. He seemed very hesitant. In his opinion, it couldn't be so easy. Knowing kids' ingenuity, it doesn't matter. I finally have the opportunity to make a fortune and write my name in history. Tomorrow I will tell Henry I'm going to start digging as soon as possible. I think Henry's going mad. He confided in me that he wants to go public with the news of the Finding Kids map. I can't let him do that, not now that I'm so close to the treasure. I know what Henry has in mind. He's jealous of my discovery, and as always, he wants the full honour for himself. I tried to talk to him again to convince him. His behaviour towards me is changing. I see him increasingly tactile. No, let's say cautious, and he doesn't share my ideas on how to use the treasure. It'd be good if someone checked him down at the old inn. I'll make sure Bob and Jack keep an eye on him until he's here in Bonetown. Yesterday I went with Henry to the old cliff near the lighthouse. I asked him what happened to the piece of map he found. He told me he put it in a safe place. After his umpteenth refusal to cooperate with the research and excavations, I understood that he wanted the treasure all for himself. Then rage took over. I attacked him, and during the fight he fell off the cliff and never resurfaced. I never wanted this to happen. Henry, for once you just had to give space to me in my dreams. Still no trace of Henry's body for the moment. It's better to keep a low profile and avoid suspicion. Elizabeth is heartbroken, and little Willy probably still hasn't realised what has happened. Better this way. After 2 months, I decided the time has come to get back to work. The shock of Henry's disappearance seems to be waning. Nothing yet. It's been months since I started digging around Bonetown, but there's no trace of the treasure. Impossible. The coordinates are right. I had to resort to city funds to finance the digs. I'm close now. I know. There are only a few places left to dig. We have to be careful. Some of the locals have noticed the excavations. I had to lie. I assured them the digs were due to work of some unauthorized company. I have to tell the others to be even more secretive. Even Bonetown's funds are about to run out, and on top of that it seems the last dig rerouted the vein of water that fed the torrent which serves the city. It doesn't matter. It's a necessary sacrifice for the common good. I promise to devote part of the treasure to helping the city rise again from its ashes. In the meantime, I'll try to limit the damage with some makeshift solutions. There's a story behind that. None of these yokels have the slightest clue of how to run a town hall, so if I'm careful, I can still spend the last remaining pounds.
I can't believe this. Steve knew. Actually, Steve is the architect of Dad's death, and all because of his envy and the longing to find Kid's treasure. To think they were so close, almost brothers. Dad really trusted him,
Terrible.
but he should have guessed his changing, and Kid wasn't that stupid. All the pieces of the map are needed to find the treasure. I have to escape from here and unmask Steve. This diary will be the proof. Better go to the old lighthouse. The light will guide you. Let's hope that's true.
Let's hope it's true.
Boss. Hey, boss.
What's going on?
Boss, we can't find the young Morgan anywhere.
Impossible. He can't be volatilized. Continue to search. If he has his father's insight, he has surely discovered something that we've been missing till now. I'm going back to my office. This city needs a person able to guide it.
All right, let's go.
It's Steve and the innkeeper. They're in collusion. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. There's nothing useful here.
Okay, good. Right, let's go.
I'd rather leave this open. It's stuffy in here.
Where's my rope? There's my rope.
Good idea. This seems to be the only possible way out.
Do it. Oh my god, we're nearly there, guys. Excited. So excited to get back to where I left off. Let's
See you
go.
soon, Steve.
Brave little lad. Alrighty. The old lighthouse. In fact, I think we could probably do it this way, couldn't we? A tad quicker. Let's go.
I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere.
Instructions?
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Oh, what? Where are the instructions?
I don't know how to make it work. It can only be admired. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere.
What? Sure, I didn't need instructions last time.
Finally, the map is complete. There's also the signature of the
This is-
cartographer, Tom Raleigh. He really was a genius of
Probably the
cartographic
instructions are on
drawings.
the map.
Now I know why Steve wasn't able to find the treasure. Without the complete map, those coordinates are useless. I need to go to the lighthouse. The light will guide you.
There we go. Okay, so I think if I go... how am I going to use this? Oh, what?
I don't really know how it works. I don't really know.
I don't remember there being instructions. But I'm thinking... Surely I can use the map?
It's useless this way.
Is it?
It's useless this way.
Is it?
I need this.
Oh no!
It has lots of uses. I don't think that would... I don't think that... It's useless. It's useless. It's useless. It's useless. It's useless. Better not. There are important clues.
Yeah, I can drag everything else out.
I don't want to...
But I can't drag the map out.
I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere.
Where would the instructions be then?
Better not remove any pieces. I'd risk compromising its safety.
Interesting.
I'd rather leave it here as a warning to all future visitors.
Oh, man.
It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse. There's a sort of map with coordinates, but there are no other indications.
Yeah. Right, okay. I found the
1699.
instructions.
The light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1, start. 2, steer. It doesn't seem difficult.
Totally unnecessary.
Okay, let's try.
I must have stumbled across that the first time I played. So I've got a pretty good idea where it is. $78.47. God damn it.
Bingo! This is the point marked on the map.
Yes, it
Let's
is.
see in what direction the lighthouse is pointing. Good.
Would you believe it?
Very well. The lighthouse is positioned according to the instructions on the map. The light points in the direction of the cemetery. Better go check.
Better had. Where is it? Cemetery. Oh yeah. Back to Goonie Town.
I don't think the X meant to indicate these wooden boards. It'd be better to remove them.
Who'd have thought?
Maybe this coin wasn't used as currency in the earthly world, but rather to pay the ferryman for a journey to the afterlife. Let's
Prepare
try.
yourselves for the unexpected. Whoa! Goonies!
Where did I end up? It seems like a natural cave. I can't believe it. This is a colony of Mexican psilocybe, one of the most powerful hallucinogenic mushrooms in the world. Professor Jones showed one of these in class when explaining Aztec rituals. Their sour odor is unmistakable, and the conditions for growth seem to be ideal. Humid and lacking sun. Only a strong adrenaline rush can counteract their effect. They're supposed to proliferate only in a few areas in Central America. How did they end up here? I'm also wondering who put these wood barrels here.
I have a sneaky suspicion that we're going to meet our father.
I'd rather not touch them. This species of mushroom is extremely dangerous. The Mexican psilocybe, even if taken in small doses, causes addiction and induces hallucinations and trance states.
Okay.
I don't want to dive over there. I can't even see the bottom.
Oh.
It can't be.
Wow.
The hull outline, the colors on the bulkheads, a red nightmare sailed on the sea. Its slender shape induced all to stop and admire it. The historian Jean de Leon described the Adventure Galley this way. This is it. The Adventure Galley. Kid's ship.
That's so cool.
The famous Adventure Galley. Rumors say that Kid launched raids in all the seas and that the Adventure Galley was the richest pirate ship around. It's an amazing ship, and its preservation is practically perfect. I wonder how many secrets it still hides after all this time.
Let's find out.
Who dares?
Who's that?
But, who said that?
Who dares board my ship without permission?
Who's talking? Are you a ghost? Show yourself.
How dare you give orders to me? Only I can give orders.
It can't be. I can't believe this. My God. Dad? Dad, is that really you?
I have no sons. I'm the Adventure Galley's captain. My name is only whispered in both the old and new worlds. Some people call me the Scourge of the Seas. I'm William Kidd. Who are you?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Willy.
What tone is this? Boy, Remember who you're talking to. I'm Kid.
What happened to you? You're not Kid. You're Henry. Henry Morgan.
Don't you ever mention that name in my presence. Morgan and Blackbeard are the reason my crew and I are here. If it wasn't for their betrayal, right now we'd be the masters of Tortuga. Instead, Morgan and Blackbeard mutinied, hired their own crew and attacked us. But nobody can take possession of William Kidd's treasure. Remember well these two names, because they're the worst enemies of Kidd's crew. Morgan and Blackbeard. What I wouldn't give to meet you face to face. And now, speak plainly, for what reason are you here?
I sell cookware, mattresses, and bikes. This isn't the way to the rotten teeth. Isn't this the way to the rotten teeth? Dad, wake up! Captain, I'm the new deckhand you were waiting for.
Dad?
Let's try that.
Captain, I'm the new deckhand you were waiting for.
It's about time. You have permission to board and immediately get to work. The bridge needs a clean sweep. Ask the quartermaster to give you everything you need to make the ship shine. I'm going back to my cabin now. I have to plot the route for our next destination. Tortuga is waiting for us.
He's been eating mushrooms. Pretty sure of it.
What's happening here? How could Dad still be alive? Why doesn't he recognize me? I better get on the galley right now. I have to get my dad back home.
Let's do it then.
The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship.
Cannon?
It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
Ah.
I don't want to shoot a cannon.
Let's see if we can find a wick. So is he up there or down there?
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
There are rats inside the magazine. Someone stole the last barrel of grog. Captain, can you tell me your story? Yeah, okay.
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog, the nerve. Anything else?
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
That's it.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
Thank you, Captain. Alright, let's check out upstairs. What have we got here? Some clothes.
Some well-preserved clothes.
Nice hat.
An old three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain. Or someone from the upper class, anyway.
Ah, we could outrank him, perhaps.
It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion.
Okay. Oh, we can spy on Dad. Looking for mushrooms. Oh.
I can't take them. I can't reach it. I can't take it.
Okay.
Dad is seated at the captain's desk. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin.
That would be the mushrooms, methinketh.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person.
Righty then. Let's go down below, see what we can find. Another down below. Like that, that's good. Mannequin.
According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo.
Really? I've never heard that before. Oh. How about we do
I'd
that?
only risk ruining it this way.
Really? What about this?
I have to find a better use for them.
Oh, interesting. What about the other way?
That is not its purpose.
Okay, then.
Better not. The
Well, I
ship is
figured
docked
that
on
out.
this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage.
We definitely need to fire
It would
the
be
other
better
one.
to use the stairs.
Okay, let's go down below. What?
This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Swordmaster. That should guarantee success. Yuck. The hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that.
Oh, it's ready to shoot. Interesting. Okay.
It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could
Or-
ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
Perhaps the multi-purpose.
It has
tool.
lots of uses.
What? Meant for unlocking things. Where's my lockpick thing? No, we haven't got.
It's not helpful to me. It's not help.
Okay. Not the most helpful exploration of the ship, I have to say. I feel like we've missed something.
It has lots of uses.
Not this one.
It's not helpful to me. It's not helpful. It's not helpful.
Okay, let's go ask him for the key.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions.
Okay.
First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Grog and other delights?
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
Oh, what? I don't know.
36.
I'm sorry, you're not ready yet. The answers are all around you.
Really?
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew.
I'm gonna cheat.
You must earn this honor.
I think I all.
Let's see it first.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Grog
and other delights?
Third and last question.
Come on. 27.
27.
I'm sorry. The answer.
What?
I'll need the key.
You still
I think.
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second.
Grog and.
Third.
14.
14.
I'm sorry. You're not ready yet. The
What?
answers are all around you.
That's cheeky and sneaky.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
So we got the first 2 right.
It doesn't strike me as the best time. These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kidd cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the Adventure Galley.
Okay.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kidd must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it.
Don't touch it. There's really nothing to do in there. Feel like we need to combine some stuff, and I thought the clothes.
I have to find a better use for.
I thought.
That is not its purpose.
Really thought that would work.
It's not helpful.
Japanese diary. List. Multi-purpose tool, scissors, pebbles, tuning fork, match. The information is all around me. Alright, let's go inspect some stuff.
It's one of the galley's cannons. It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old, at least as old as the Adventure Galley. It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last battle, Kidd replaced the cannons that weren't working anymore. I can see the cave in which the ship is docked. It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot.
So
8
how many?
notches, so 8 battles. An interesting tidbit of information.
Indeed.
I guess it's still armed and ready to fire. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. It's one of the oldest cannons. You can tell by every knot. 8 knot. I guess it's...
So, 8. So try again. We didn't have an option for 8, which is... Perhaps they just don't give you the option so you can't cheat.
What's happening now?
Blah, 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 blah. I need the key.
I'll need the key.
You still every new...
I think I...
Let's see it first.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Grog and other delight.
Third and...
Ah,
8.
I'm sorry. You're not ready
What?
yet. The answers are all around you.
So maybe some of the other answers were incorrect. Okay, alright.
Sorry, Cap.
Good.
Let's inspect.
It's
What
a
was
wooden
his name?
mannequin. There's an inscription.
Jimbo.
They used it, together with other mannequins, to make the crew...
Yes.
A 3-cornered hat. Usually they were worn by people of a certain rank. Clothes from the end of the 600. Their fabric is very good. They were probably used only for the important guests of the ship, not for the crew. An old sword. The hilt is sticky. Over time, the fibers from which it was composed must have deteriorated.
So where could this other clue be? Alright, let's try one more time.
What's happening?
I need the key.
I'll need the...
Use every... I think let's... First.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Atlantic Codex by Leonardo?
Surely the Atlantic Codex by Leonardo.
Third and last question.
8.
I'm sorry. You're
What?
not the answer.
I'll need the...
Use every new... I think let's... First.
Definitely
Jimbo.
Third and last...
8.
The answers are...
What have we not seen then?
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good.
Maybe if I look through the crack.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions. Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting. They look like nautical charts. Probably routes of the Adventure Galley.
But that's gotta be it then. So maybe we get an extra option now. Because I've inspected everything. Let's try it.
What's...
I'll need...
Use every new...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Life on the Seas.
Life
by
on the...
Third and last
Kidd.
question.
8.
8.
Thank
Well
you.
done. You have the honor of becoming one of Kidd's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Thank you. Nice key.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew. Sorry, Captain.
Good.
Let's go. What's in the hold?
Perfect. Wow! The legends were true.
Whoa.
This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world.
I wasn't expecting that. What's in the barrel?
It surely contained some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now. It probably contains vanilla or cardamom. They were worth a lot of money on the European market. Crates and coffers. They will surely be full of jewels and gold. A golden mask. It seems of European origin. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the Americas. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe.
Nice.
Coins and jewels of various kinds. There are also vases with sublime finishes. The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure.
Okay.
Coffee beans. Kid and his crew knew their value very well. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad.
Yes, rather unsurprising, wasn't it? Oh.
Doubloons and other coins. Surely the bounty from a raid of some ship headed from the Americas to Europe. They all have to be dated and catalogued, even if I'd like to dive into it, like in the comic books.
Scrooge McDuck. Alright, I want to fire this cannon, but how?
It has lots of uses.
But not this one. What about this?
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that.
You certainly should. And that's how we'll do it then, which is good to know.
I'm not an arsonist.
Can I cut up the clothes?
I don't think that.
No. Okay. Now, what do I do? See if his dialogue has changed.
What's happening now?
Okay.
Sorry,
nothing.
Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
So, damn it.
I have to find a... I'd only risk... This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan.
I have been trying
They seem the
to
right
do
size.
this.
I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew.
Certainly is.
A classy touch. The hat makes it look more important. Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening. This gives it an aura of mystery.
Alrighty. An old acquaintance. I think we've done it, guys. I think we've gone and done it. I need to fire that cannon. The adrenaline rush will wake him up.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown.
It's really you, foul traitor.
What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's cabin.
Your time has come.
Okay. What have we got to see here? Chalice?
Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both.
Interesting. Wasn't expecting him to do that.
The same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things.
Certainly
Dad
could.
managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
Quite right too.
These are the nautical charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's routes and identify the places it visited. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad. It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of here.
Okay, so that's it.
It's time to end the game. Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
Good lord.
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
This time you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle me.
Can't you do any better?
You'll see.
On guard!
Whatever you want.
I think maybe it's time for the cannon. What do you reckon? Because that fight was going to go on very slowly for a long time.
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that.
Oh, come on. Now is the reason. Seriously? Now? No?
Better not. It could still come in handy.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin it. It's the only clue I have to... Better not. There are...
Okay. What about the map? No, still can't use the map. Okay. Back to the top. Something I need to be doing. I don't know what. Distracting somebody somewhere somehow.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
Better keep a safe distance.
But he wants to escape.
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
Me.
Is this all you can do?
I'm just warming up.
Can we chuck it out the opening?
I can't throw it away from here. It's too close to the ship, and the mushrooms would easily take root.
Gotcha. We need to send it far away.
It should work. It's not a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect. And now the coup de grace. Fire!
That's pretty subdued.
Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
Here we go.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see. I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go. I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Dad, let's
He vanished.
Okay, I'll follow.
Seems like there should be some audio here. A few hours later.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the Adventure Galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.
Knights of the Sea. I think there's a sequel in this game. That was a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I did absolutely blast my way through it, but very enjoyable. It's a little frustrating, I have to say, that in the demo and in the beta, which was released after that, that so much of the game was exposed. It's a bit of a shame. But I can see that there's a chapter 2 on the horizon, and I, for one, definitely want to know what else is going to happen in this game. I think it's brilliant. There are some things I think could be slightly better. Some areas without audio, as you noticed. I think out of all the voice characters that I've seen, only one of them really didn't work for me. So the voice acting was very good. But what did you think, guys? What did you think of the storyline? I didn't really expose the storyline particularly well in this because I was trying to get back to where I left off, not realising that we were so close to the end already. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Goodbye for now.